We hear the word ecosystem thrown around in almost every business environment, from tech startups to major corporations to local economic development. But too often, our outdated and simplistic thinking gets in the way of what that word actually means. An ecosystem is not just a passive collection of people, departments, programs, or organizations occupying the same space. Simply gathering people together or listing them in an organizational directory doesn't change the ground conditions of those businesses or your community. If all of those parts are just sitting in their own separate silos, you haven't built a resilient network. You've accumulated a crowded room of independent actors who may still only be looking out for themselves. The single dimension that makes any ecosystem valuable is the quality and the reliability of its connections. The true value doesn't reside in the individual components themselves, but in the active mesh of relationships and data and exchange that happens between them. When an outside supplier co-creates with a contractor, or when a new business moves from one entrepreneurship resource to another smoothly and in a manner that accelerates its growth, that's where real agility, real effectiveness, and a real opportunity to move the needle forms. Those pathways allow businesses to share information, adapt fast, and survive massive flux. Without the strength of those interconnected filaments, each individual piece remains vulnerable when the big sea change hits. The biggest challenge to all that, though, lies between our own ears. Connections happen intentionally, not by magic. A thriving network doesn't spin itself out of the air just because you put people in proximity or hand out a few new pieces of software. An open microphone in a meeting room, or a hype competition, or a casual happy hour, it ain't gonna cut it. Building a future-ready ecosystem, one that actually creates a whole that is larger than its parts, requires active, deliberate design and building trust across differences. We have to intentionally create structures, evaluate, adjust, and support and challenge each other authentically every single day. If we don't have an ecosystem. We have a pile. And the things in that pile will fall back to doing what they're used to doing. And those needles that we keep saying we want to move, they're not going to move, or they're going to sink right back down to zero, to empty.